What is Chainlink? Why is Chainlink one of the most important projects in all of crypto? And is it too late to buy Chainlink, given where Bitcoin's at this time in the market? This is going to be a breakdown of a really good article that just has a top analyst explaining reasons on why to hold Chainlink. And this is one of the best analysts I've ever seen in my entire life. Why it's one of the best opportunities in crypto. Prominent analyst who goes by DZ.eth made a bullish case for Chainlink. Well, wait a minute. That is me, everybody. Big shout out to CaptainAltcoin.com for sharing my post here. But what is the thread that they are talking about? What are they referring to? And why am I so bullish on Chainlink? Well, first, I do think it is one of the best opportunities in crypto. They're a strong player in the real-world asset narrative. Real-world assets projected to hit trillions within this decade, and some of the largest players in the sector are interested in Chainlink. So if you don't hold any Chainlink, or you're just a disillusioned Link Marine, it is time to start paying attention. All right, in this video, we're going to discuss what is Chainlink trying to do. Is the tech dead? Can the tech even support what they're trying to do in the future? Who are they working with, if anybody? What I found is going to shock you. And then last but not least, I'm going to look at Chainlink on the charts. We're going to do a little TA, and I got some really interesting projections that I want to share with you guys. But first, let's go down the thread. What is Chainlink trying to accomplish? Well, simply put, it's an oracle. This oracle is just trying to connect traditional systems like banks to the blockchain. And they do this by introducing what we love about crypto. What do we love about crypto? It's decentralized, it's transparent, it's secure, and it's efficient. It's a very bold vision. They're really trying to change the world, and I'm not trying to understate that. But what they're doing today is really they're focusing on real-world assets or tokenized assets. This is their head of comms, Chris Barrett. He looks pretty important, right? Well, this is what he had to say. Over the next year, I anticipate a shift towards tokenizing assets through smart contracts. Following this period, I expect a swift transition, and within the next 5 years, virtually all value will adopt this tokenized format. Now, they're looking to be a #1 player in the space that's projected to hit $10 trillion by 2030. Chris Bear has been working with Chainlink since 2017. He's basically a century in blockchain space there. So he's been ride or die with Chainlink for a long time. He's the director of communications, highlighting the fact, hey, now they're at 2,100 days in a row with zero downtime. Now, he brought up tokenization. There's a lot of different projections we're seeing for tokenization. This is from a research21.co, and they're saying 3.5 trillion to 10 trillion will be the asset class's value by 2030. Some people come even more bullish, saying $16 trillion by 2030. Chainlink is going to be the #1 player in this tokenization effort. Now, we keep scrolling down the thread. I had another question here, Yeah, sure. That all sounds cool. They're going to tokenize the world. They're going to change the world. Can the tech even back up what they're trying to do? It's a resounding heck yes. It has been crushing the metrics lately, staying ahead of all the upgrades. Now, this is March's dev activity, kind of taken from a snapshot in the middle of March, so we don't know if they're going to be #1 in April, but as far as March goes, looks like Chainlink's in a really good spot. They're right before Cardano and Status and OP is one of the most developed L2s in all of the Ethereum network there. So Chainlink leading the way. If we look closer at the numbers here, you see all top 4 are pretty close, but Chainlink coming in #1, 451. This is just a way they measure commits on GitHub. This is the nerds building upon Chainlink, and they're building in a serious way, and they're kind of leading the blockchain space right now. Now, I also asked the question, is the tech dead? Well, are people using it? Well, here I posted, I went to DeFi Llama, I scrolled projects that pay Chainlink for the Oracle services. Ask yourself, who else has this type of revenue? That's not their only monetization angle, though. They also have network node operators. They also have CCIP. We've done videos on that in the past. Make sure you check that out. Percentage of the link that is staking comes back to the foundation, and also they have enterprise products. I went straight to DeFi Llama. Let's actually, check it out. This is real fresh. I'm going to go ahead and hit the refresh on this. Total value locked. You can see the last 24 hours, green across the board, essentially. 7 day, it's a little bit more mixed. And 1 month, things were a little bit more bullish with the ETFs, but total value locked. They are securing billions upon millions and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars of value here. We just scroll by. Look at all this value that they're locking up. They're securing all this data, and these folks have to pay in Chainlink. So these are all essentially net buyers of Chainlink. And scrolling, and you start going into smaller total value locked, maybe speculative coins, maybe dead projects, but still the list continues to grow. And then you start looking at release products, and who knows how many of these people are still building. But the next question I ask is, yeah, but who are they working with, if anybody? And remember, after this, we're going to look at some TA. Well, they're working with more people than you would expect here. If we look at the graphic, it's essentially everybody in crypto. It's kind of a meme at this point. It's been a meme since 2020. They just secured a big partnership in crypto. Oh, was it Chainlink? Well, Chainlink works with everybody. That's a good thing. Chainlink does work with everybody. You can see all the type of different things they're doing. They do API, proof of reserves API, market data API. I mean, even the biggest players like Coinbase, off-chain computation. They're working with CCIP. They're doing all types of stuff with identity and what's really cool, randomness. The NFT, when they mint and they have a random gold skin, you don't know if you're going to get the gold skin. 1 out of 100 people get a gold skin. Well, they have to use Chainlink to introduce a randomness equation into that mint. So it's used for all types of things, from NFT to DeFi to identity to just large enterprise corporations who just need to know what the price of Bitcoin is at any given time. But they also work with people outside of crypto. I mean, you can see here literally everyone inside, but outside, I mean, tech, Amazon, Google, Azure, Vodafone, finance, Swift, BlackRock, world's largest asset manager. Swift is the largest banking communication system. Visa, the world's largest credit card provider. JP Morgan, which is the world's largest bank. And then you got to ask yourself, do you think the train is leaving the station? But it's not just who they're working with, it's who's working for them as well. LinkToad just tweeted this out. It's kind of a 6-month or 9-month old, but Sean Kinney, is kind of getting a lot more of attention of what he's been building lately. He was responsible for BlackRock Aladdin institutional portfolio. We're going to talk about that in a second. But before that, he was a VP at BlackRock. So we literally have former vice presidents of BlackRock working for Chainlink. That doesn't just stop at BlackRock. They're working with people from Citi, BNY Mellon. A lot of large players end up working for Chainlink. And then ask yourself, is Chainlink making all the right connections? From the outside perspective, it certainly looks like they are. But what the heck is Aladdin? And then we're going to look at some TA. Well, Aladdin is the electronic system built by BlackRock, which is the world's largest investment corporation here. What I found pretty interesting, there's a lot of mysteries around Aladdin. When you look at the data, you can't even get good data. When you try to find out, how much assets is it handling, you get data from 2013. It's 2024. This is ancient news. And in 2013, it was $11 trillion, including BlackRock's $4 trillion. BlackRock now has more than 10 trillion. So it would kind of make sense to say this is probably at least doubled or tripled, which was 7% of the world's financial assets. So think of every $1 out of 10, BlackRock probably has their hand in it with this Aladdin software, and Chainlink might have their hand in it with their Aladdin software via the Chainlink BlackRock connection here. But like I said, there's a lot of mystery surrounding this thing. Looks like, they're using AI to help trading here. And it's just you can't really find any accurate data. From 2020, this number has grown. It looks like it's managing $21 trillion in assets. But it's hard to find what's what because the specific details of the integration of AI and the specific numbers are hard to come by. If you visit the official page, you hit a dead end. This isn't because of a lack of funds. This is a lack of information they want to give you. But we're finding it here. And if you hit that like button, if you like me doing these deep dives, trying to expose BlackRock and what the moves that they're making in the background. But I said we're going to do a little TA. This is really going to get you excited. If we look at the max, you see Chainlink had a really, really good run in the first half of 2021, hit over $50. Currently trading around $17. Now I've pulled up the Chainlink Bitcoin trading pair, and I couldn't help but notice some very strong support. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out so we can kind of measure a move to the downside. You see it acted pretty strong as support right there, a little bit of resistance. We dipped a little bit below. We dipped, a decent amount below right there, but it's a little bit of a make and break moment. If we end up falling this much, okay, you are looking at, a nice 15% dump. So we could fall an extra 10, 20%. Not too worried about falling an extra 10, 20%. When I look at the upside in Bitcoin, there might be gained here. Now, again, this is priced in Bitcoin, not priced in fiat. So this was when Chainlink was near $50. And so, yeah, maybe we lose another 10, 20% against Bitcoin. It could bounce today. No one really knows. But if you look at the upside, you could 6x the amount of Bitcoin if you're trying to trade in and out of Bitcoin and Chainlink here. So I see tremendous upside with not a whole lot of movement to the downside. You see a little bit of a vertical line there. Some of you TA rats, you already know what I'm about to do. We're about to draw a head and shoulders chart right here. So here you got the first shoulder, and you got a little bit slightly larger head, and then you got another shoulder starting to form. And if we can get some strong support here, end up forming a head and shoulders. This is a typical breakout you see with head and shoulders. You're going to essentially rise from the shoulder all the way the length of the head here. So if we were to run that out, and let's just say, we kind of hit this horizontal support range, we see really, really good upside from this current level. You're looking at a nice gain of around a 3x for your Bitcoin. So if you got 0.1 Bitcoin, you put it into some Chainlink. If we do end up hitting this target, you're going to have 0.3 Bitcoin at the end of the day if you trade out. So I see some just really, really good upside in the charts. I see what they're building. I see who they're hiring. I see who they're working with. I see BlackRock is bullish. And I can't help but feel that Chainlink is one of the best performers for the next year or two. I think people are sleeping on what Chainlink's going to be doing. And I'm DZ. Let me know, how much Chainlink do you hold? Do you have more than my 2.7? That's all I got for today. DZ out.